Good Sunday morning, YouTube family. This is a brother Lawrence Augustison. Got a message about this young man, and I know I've mentioned this young man in some of my videos because he did make history. No, he won't nobody famous, but he did make history. Larry Iamon Oakley, like his middle name. We were related. I knew him very well. We were born in the same month. We were the same age by a couple of days. And yes, my mom was in the hospital for about a week. I'm not gonna get into the details on that. To cut a long story short, this is about second. This video represents Second Corinthians, Scripture 5:17. For all things old and all made new, and old things are passed away, including ones as well also. I'm going to talk about Larry a little bit in the video, and then I'm just going to get into some harsh details, and I'm also give some positive details as well also. So I'm going to give both. Larry was a very remarkable young man. Larry was very hardworking. Larry was an eager to please guy, and he was very hardworking. That's what I admired about him the most. And he was very intelligent. Despite what Underwood, and I'm going to mention some of these teachers' names because I've read some of his information. The teachers like Pam Jones and Lindsay Edwards and Michelle Lassiter and Regina Williams and all these people, etc., and Susan Willis, etc. Despite what they said in his reports, he was a lot smarter than that. A lot of people used to make fun of him, and a lot of people make criticism about him. But as I always used to tell them, you ignore the critics because they can't put you nowhere. Now, I wasn't born again at that time, but I used to tell them that. But he was very hardworking. He liked to go out and eat a lot. And he was just somebody that was to himself. He was a people pleaser, and that was one of his problems. He was misguided in some ways. That church he went to, Davy Street Presbyterian, I'm going to call their name. When he got involved with them, that was a choice. I went there too as well. And we were there for just about the same amount of years. He could have stopped going there a long time ago. He getting involved with preachers like Byron Wade and people like Artist Bridges and these charlatans, these fake people, these folks that ain't no good and they devils in disguise. You want to continue to monitor your people. You want to continue to monitor who you're around, and you want to continue to monitor who and what you're giving your time to. So do want to keep that out there. He was very remarkable. I don't really have a lot negative to say about him, but we looked alike. Yes, we were born in the same month, not on the same day, but the same year, and he, people like his mom. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that too. His mama, my mama too as well, my then mother. And if he just had the proper people in his circle, he had a lot of frenemies. But Larry is one of those he don't want you telling him nothing about his friends, his mama, or the kind of friends that his frenemies were. One thing about a friend is not a frenemy, and a frenemy is not a friend. People, monitor who your friends are, monitor who you're giving your time to. I would have never been friends with someone like James Mitchell. I would have never been friends with somebody like these other people he was connected to. He needed some work in some areas. He did. But overall, he was I would say he was a true and divine blessing. Otherwise, he was. And he don't like nobody telling him nothing. That's why I would always just step back and let him see it for himself. I would always step back and let him see his frenemies for himself, because when people don't want you telling them nothing, they ain't gonna listen. And if they ain't gonna listen, well, you just wasting your breath. Otherwise, for me, you can tell me anything. I'm not gonna take it lightly, but I will look into it and I will see it if they're really what I'm being told that they are. But that's one thing about me. I will see him. I will definitely see him, and the Lord will also show him to me as well. And I am open to always new ideas and new people. That's why I asked the Lord to put the right people in my path daily and align me with the right people at all times. But other than that, just want to speak about this young man that I have been mentioning in my videos, Larry Iamon Oakley. I know there was a situation in Burlington one time at the apartments. No, that's not 100% true of what they were making him out to be. A place like Burlington, you better be at least 20 to 30 steps ahead. But Larry was guilty. Yes, he was guilty. I even warned him before he did what he did. But he apologized to the people before he passed. He did. And he scrubbed my shoulders a lot. And he had a lot of pride, too. That's what irked me about him. He had a lot of pride. He wasn't honest always, and he wanted to do what he wanted to do, trying to fit in. Friendship with the world is the enemy of God, people. James 4:4. Do not transform to this world in Romans 12:2. But other than that, I'm not gonna get into the details about the situation, about that whole Burlington mess, because that was like 12 or 13 years ago, and that's passed on. And you need him here to tell his story. He has to tell the story. I don't tell other people's story, although I know things about it too. But unfortunately, that's him. He needs to be here to tell the story. No, people, for the record, this is not me. That's not me. That is somebody that I was related to, and somebody we're lookalikes. We're twins. So keep that in mind. And yes, we were born apart. We're not the same. And I know people used to try to put us the same. Even our own mama tried to, but that's a whole nother story for another video at another time, as required. Do be blessed, be encouraged. All things are new, people. Former, all passed away. Be born in Yahushua's name. Be born again. Be repentant. Do the will of the Father for your life. Be born in His name. Ask Him about that. And have a sincere and intimate, honest relationship with Him. Otherwise, people, I do got to go because my video is running. Do be blessed, be encouraged. Have a beautiful Sunday. I hope this story has encouraged and inspired you. If you want to know more details, you can always email me, and that'll be in my inbox too. Other than that, in the description too. Be blessed, and shalom, and goodbye.